Allium sativum is a perennial plant of the Amaryllis family, a class of bulb-shaped plants that includes chives, leeks, onions and scallions. Garlic grows underneath the soil in the form of a bulb. This bulb has long green shoots that come out from the top while its roots extend downward. The garlic plant is native to Central Asia but grows wild in Italy as well as southern France. The garlic bulb is covered with several layers of inedible papery skin that when peeled away reveal up to 20 edible bulblets called cloves inside. When it comes to the numerous types of garlic, did you know that there are over 600 names varieties of the plant? Generally speaking, there are two main subspecies, sativum and ophioscorodon. The stalks of these types of plants are different, with soft-neck stalks made up of leaves that remain soft, while hardnecks are rigid. Garlic scapes are produced by hardnecks and can be added to recipes for their mild, sweet and even peppery flavor. Health benefits. Garlic nutrition contains countless vital nutrients, flavonoids, oligosaccharides, amino acids, allicin and high levels of sulfur, and eating this spice regularly has been proven to provide unbelievable health benefits. Raw garlic also contains approximately 0.1% essential oil, of which the main components include allopropyl disulfide, diallyl disulfide and diallyl trisulfide. Raw garlic is conventionally measured for cooking and medicinal purposes by the clove. Each clove is packed with health-promoting components. A clove of raw garlic nutrition contains about 4.5 calories, 1 gram carbohydrates, 0.2 gram protein, 0.1 gram fiber, 0.1 milligram manganese, 0.9 milligram vitamin C, 5.4 milligrams calcium, 0.4 microgram selenium. It also contains alliin and allicin, which are both health-promoting sulfur compounds. Scientists are interested in the potential for these sulfur compounds derived from the spice to prevent and treat chronic and deadly diseases, such as cancer and cardiovascular disease, among other garlic benefits. As you are about to see, raw garlic benefits are plentiful. It can be used as an effective form of plant-based medicine in many ways, including the following. Heart disease. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, heart disease is the #1 killer in the United States, followed by cancer. This spice has been widely recognized as both a preventative agent in treatment of many cardiovascular and metabolic diseases, including atherosclerosis, hyperlipidemia, thrombosis, hypertension and diabetes. A scientific review of experimental and clinical studies of garlic benefits found that, overall, consumption of this spice has significant cardioprotective effects in both animal and human studies. Probably the most amazing characteristic is that it's been shown to help reverse early heart disease by removing plaque buildup in arteries. A 2016 randomized, double-blind study published in the Journal of Nutrition involved 55 patients, aged 40 to 75 years, who had been diagnosed with metabolic syndrome. The results of the study showed that aged garlic extract effectively reduced plaque in coronary arteries for patients with metabolic syndrome. One of the lead researchers, Matthew J. Budoff, said, "This study is another demonstration of the benefits of this supplement in reducing the accumulation of soft plaque and preventing the formation of new plaque in the arteries, which can cause heart disease. We have completed 4 randomized studies, and they have led us to conclude that aged garlic extract can help slow the progression of atherosclerosis and reverse the early stages of heart disease." High blood pressure. One study looked at the effect of aged garlic extract as an adjunct treatment for people already taking antihypertensive medication yet still having uncontrolled hypertension. The study, published in the scientific journal Maturitas, evaluated 50 people with blood pressure. It was uncovered that simply taking 4 capsules of aged garlic extract daily for 3 months caused blood pressure to drop by an average of 10 points. Another study published in 2014 found that the spice has the potential to lower blood pressure in hypertensive individuals similarly to standard blood pressure medication. This study further explains that the spice's polysulfides promote the opening or widening of blood vessels and, hence, blood pressure reduction. Cancer. Allium vegetables, especially garlic and onions, and their bioactive sulfur compounds are believed to have effects at each stage of cancer formation and affect many biological processes that modify cancer risk, according to a review published in Cancer Prevention Research. In the words of the National Institutes of Health's National Cancer Institute, several population studies show an association between increased intake of garlic and reduced risk of certain cancers, including cancers of the stomach, colon, esophagus, pancreas, and breast. When it comes to how consuming this spice acts to prevent cancer, the National Cancer Institute explains. Protective effects from garlic may arise from its antibacterial properties or from its ability to block the formation of cancer-causing substances, halt the activation of cancer-causing substances, enhance DNA repair, reduce cell proliferation, or induce cell death. A French study of 345 breast cancer patients found that increased garlic, onion, and fiber consumption was associated with a statistically significant reduction in breast cancer risk. Another cancer at the spice has been specifically shown to positively affect is pancreatic cancer, one of the most deadly forms. The good news is that scientific research shows that increased garlic consumption reduced the risk of developing pancreatic cancer. A population-based study conducted in the San Francisco Bay Area found that pancreatic cancer risk was 54% lower in people who ate larger amounts of garlic and onions compared with those who ate lower amounts. The study also showed that increasing the overall intake of vegetables and fruits may protect against developing pancreatic cancer. This popular spice also shows promise when it comes to treating cancer. Its organosulfur compounds have been found to induce cell cycle arrest when added to cancer cells during in vitro experiments. In addition, these sulfur compounds have been found to induce apoptosis when added to various cancer cell lines grown in culture. Overall, this spice clearly shows some real potential as a cancer-fighting food that should not be ignored or discounted. Diabetes. Eating this popular spice has been shown to help regulate blood sugar levels, potentially stop or decrease the effects of some diabetes complications, as well as fight infections, reduce LDL cholesterol and encourage circulation. A study of diabetic rats showed that this spice may be very helpful at improving the overall health of diabetics, including the mitigation of common diabetic complications like atherosclerosis and nephropathy. These rats, which received a daily extract of raw garlic for 7 weeks, had significantly lower serum glucose, cholesterol, and triglyceride levels. Compared to the control group, the rats receiving raw garlic had 57% less serum glucose, 40% lower serum cholesterol levels, and 35% lower triglycerides. In addition, urinary protein levels in spice-treated rats were 50% lower. Another study also showed that for type 2 diabetes patients, garlic significantly improved blood cholesterol levels. Specifically, its consumption reduced total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol and moderately raised HDL cholesterol compared to placebo. Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Alzheimer's disease is a form of dementia that can rob people of the ability to think clearly, perform everyday tasks, and, ultimately, remember who they even are. This spice contains antioxidants that can support the body's protective mechanisms against oxidative damage that can contribute to these cognitive illnesses. When it comes to Alzheimer's patients, beta-amyloid peptide plaques are commonly observed in the central nervous system, and these plaque deposits result in the production of reactive oxygen species and neuronal damage. A study published in the Journal of Neurochemistry found significant neuroprotective and neurorescue properties of aged garlic extract and its active compound S-allylcysteine. The researchers conclude from their findings that the aged extract along with S-allylcysteine can be used to develop future drugs to treat Alzheimer's disease. Colds and infections. Experiments have shown that garlic is highly effective at killing countless microorganisms responsible for some of the most common and rarest infections, including the common cold. In one study, people took either garlic supplements or a placebo for 12 weeks during cold season. Those who supplemented with the spice were less likely to get a cold, and if they did get a cold, they recovered faster than the placebo group. The placebo group had a much greater likelihood of contracting more than one cold over the 12-week treatment period as well. The study attributes the spice's ability to prevent the common cold to its star biologically active component, allicin. Its antimicrobial, antiviral and antifungal properties can help relieve the common cold as well as other infections. Male and female hair loss, alopecia. Alopecia is a common autoimmune skin disease, causing hair loss on the scalp, face and sometimes on other areas of the body. Mazandaran University of Medical Sciences researchers from Iran tested how garlic gel applied on the scalp twice a day for 3 months could affect people taking corticosteroids for alopecia. The researchers discovered that the use of the gel significantly added to the therapeutic efficacy of topical corticosteroid in the treatment of alopecia areata. Although the study didn't test it directly, applying garlic-infused coconut oil as a standalone treatment might even be more beneficial as a hair loss remedy because it mitigates the risk of absorbing harmful corticosteroids in the skin.